Nice.
Uh,
Well,
yeah.
why don't you introduce yourself real quick? Let the people know who you are, who those who don't know. Joel Shanahan.
So my name is Joel Shanahan. I've been doing music stuff for a long time. I make I guess techno adjacent music as Golden Donna and Auscultation. And then I've been making ambient music for a long time too. I think Golden Donna and Auscultation, I think I probably started in 2010, 2011, uh, which is 14 years. Wow. Uh, and I've been making ambient music and experimental stuff for a long time, and I am a huge fan of noise. Yeah, like really big fan.
You're a big
And
fan.
big fan. And I probably started getting into noise, like I'd say like really getting into it like 2000, early 2008, I would say
Mhm.
it was when I started. Uh, but
About the same as me, I'd say.
the first band to get on your radar is probably Wolf Eyes,
Right,
you know,
for sure.
Wolf Wolfies and Prurient, because like I went to see Shushu once,
Dude,
when yeah,
that was my favorite. That's my gateway band. That was my favorite band when I was like a kind of a little bitchy pussy emo, like
yeah,
like
yeah,
16, I think I discovered them and I was like, this band speaks to me so fucking much. And I was
yeah,
like obsessed with them
totally,
for like a couple of years, and then that was the Shushu,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, yeah, because like it's like he did a split with Grouper,
Yeah,
you
exactly
know,
that. Yep.
which like Grouper's way is, at least back then was definitely like
Cooper's good.
way weirder than Shushu. But Grouper is super good.
Yeah.
Um, and then like Shushu would bring like Furrian on tour and
Yeah.
stuff,
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
And I remember showing up late for the Shushu show, but just like kind of like seeing Furrian at the merch booth, just kind of like
Yeah.
you know and then like seeing like he had like this massive like distro section at his table and stuff, and just kind of like going through things, and just I remember seeing things, but I like and then like I would end up Prurient's Prurient's one of the goats, man.
For
Like
sure. I think
that
that was the
guy's
tour. I think I saw that tour too, and that was the tour where it was still like the early days of like the $10 tapes or like $20 double tapes. That at the time was still very like controversial, but I bought
yeah.
that double C10 in the box with John Benet Ramsey's face on it with the Challenger explode, like
Oh, Golden Chamber.
yeah, with the key.
That's one of my oh no. It's not Golden Chamber. That one's got John Bonet on it too. He has a full John Bonet collection.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
No, it's oh fuck. It's the ambient one.
Yeah, it's
It's
something
really
garden, is it?
good.
It's good. Yeah, it's really good.
Time began in a garden.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I got that from him, and I was like, dude, it felt like a really hard. It was like a hard, not a hard buy, but it was like a really big purchase at the time because it was like, damn, $20 for this. But he talked. I think he talked me into it. He was like, he's good. He's pretty good salesman.
Salesman.
He
Yeah.
he was like, or I don't know what he said to me. I feel like he said either like he talked me into it or he was like, either you need it or you don't or something. He said something to me that made me like, well, okay, I should buy it. And then
Yeah, yeah.
I showed it to my friends and they were like, yeah, whatever, $20 for a tape. And I was like, it's pretty cool though. And yes, yeah,
It's gonna be worth more someday.
yeah,
You know.
yeah.
You'd
I
be
did
like,
sell
I'm
it,
a
but I
pros
sold it like for not. I sold it like I wish I hadn't, just because I wish I still had it. I sold it at one point for probably not that much, but
Yeah, yeah. It's I've had it at one point too. I sold my copy as well. I love Prurient, but it's like, you know, if you're unemployed at some point, rent's coming up or whatever, like
got a couple Period
it's
tapes. You're
just
probably gonna make rent.
something, yeah, if you're in a pinch and you need money, it's like fuck, well, this is like the easiest thing to move,
Yeah.
but it's like I hate it though too, because it's like he really is like, I mean,
I'm sure for you
I
as you do more dance and techno oriented music. I'm sure he must have been a huge influence on you because I mean, for the minor amount of interest I had in dance music at some point, it kind of maybe not a huge influence, but I mean, like I remember there was a time where he was like techno is like, or trance specifically, trance and noise and black metal are like all like part of the same. And I was like, yeah. And I kind of like, I at least got into it for, at least like got into those things for a while, like off that kind of recommendation of like Prurient,
Yeah.
these influences that Prurient was drawing into his music. And you could hear like the trance influence. And I love that, you know, like really moody
He said that
melodic
about
stuff.
he said that about trance.
I don't know if he said that about, well, I'm pretty sure, dude, I can remember specifically he recommend, you know, because he either an interview or some like liner notes or something, but he recommended like a really corny trance compilation as like a huge
Yeah.
influence with a track by Four Strings called
Okay.
Turn It Around. And I like got it and I listened to it and I loved it so much. And like that one track at least,
Yeah.
and I could hear the melodies from that track like on like
Vatican Shadow stuff or like
not even that, but like the Prurient stuff that was really like
yeah.
the
Do 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 do.
yeah,
Yeah.
like the and Still Wanting, you know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that had all those like kind of like synth trancy synth melodies, and I think some of those were like taken directly from this like compilation. Maybe I don't think it was sampled, but it was like really, really, really close.
Close.
And I was like, this is really cool, and like I kind of got into it. And then at some
Interesting.
point, I
I'm
was like, well,
gonna
I'm not that into it. But it was like for a while, I was like, I get it. Like I
yeah.
get the
Yeah.
connection for sure.